James Brown and Sons have been a well-known business throughout Greater Belfast for over 100 years now. They've also launched a brand new initiatives to support charity and community groups in the area as well, with a brand new community fund. We're going to find out more about this from Emma Moore, who joins us in the studio. Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Robin.
So thank you for joining us. So tell us first of all about this community fund. How did all this come about then?
So James Brown and Sons, as you've mentioned, have been supporting the local communities for close to 120 years now, and we've had many initiatives throughout the community. This is the first time that we've been able to do something of a formal basis with support from funeral partners, and we thought in the last 2 years it's taught us a lot, and it really is that we need to look after those communities that we're serving. So we're delighted to say that we've put this fund together this year for £20,000.
Wow, and of course it is important at this time that so many groups out there are having their funding cut, aren't they?
They are, and everyone is feeling the pinch of the increase of everything. So utilities, and we are really hoping that this fund will support some ongoing projects that perhaps are going to be struggling, but also to get some new projects up and running as well, Robin.
Okay, so what kind of projects do you want to support? It's a charity and not-for-profit organisations, isn't it?
So we looked at 4 main themes, and we're hoping that that will encompass a lot of what is happening out there at the moment. So education, employment, health, and also social deprivation. So if your project falls into one of those 4 categories, then we would really encourage you to apply, whether that's a small project or something of a larger scale.
So who can apply then? This is kind of like throughout the whole of Belfast, isn't it?
It is. So we have 6 locations throughout Greater Belfast, which anyone will be able to go on and have a look at the website. It's www.jamesbrownfuneraldirectors.com. You can check out our 6 locations there, and anyone within a 3-mile radius of any of those 6 locations is welcome to apply. Okay,
so when's the deadline for this then?
So we have split this £20,000 over 3 opportunities this year. So we're currently in the first pool, and it opened on the 3rd of May and it will close on the 3rd of June. And there's another 2 chances throughout the rest of the year to have an application put in.
Okay, so how easy is it then to fill in this application?
Well, if you go onto our website, there's a guidance pack there and an application form. And there's also an email address, James Brown Community Fund at funeralpartners.com. If you have any questions that you would like answered or any help with the form, please just give us a call. Contact at the email address.
All right, tell us a bit about James Brown and Sons, because there's not too many businesses can say they've been around for 120 years, especially here in Belfast.
No, definitely not. So it was originally started, as you have said, by James Brown, who is our consultant to the business, his grandfather, and it originally started there in the Newtownards Road, at the bottom of the Newtownards Road, and we have grown since, and we have location in Dundonald, Lisburn Road in Dunmurray, Knockbreda and White Abbey. So we have really grown, and we are on the cusp of opening a new premises as well in Carnmoney.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, and of course, like all businesses, the pandemic must have had a big effect on the funeral business as well, and it must have been difficult, keeping the funerals so small during that time as well.
It was, and I must say that it was very difficult for our colleagues, because we are in the business that we want to help the families and really give their loved ones the send-off they deserve. So it was difficult for the colleagues, because they were faced with saying no to a lot of things where we're normally wanting to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
But I must say that the families were very supportive of us working within the guidelines given to us to keep everyone safe. And also our colleagues, not only within our business but within the whole profession, really did go above and beyond, like many other professions throughout the pandemic.
And where are we with the guidelines at the minute? What happens at funerals now?
So currently within the funerals, we have no current guidelines apart from up at Roselawn, which I believe that they are being reviewed just at the moment. So it only applies at the crematorium. So anything else, social distancing, has been paused, and we hope that that's for good.
Let's hope so. Right, so if people want to get involved with this community project, give us the website once again that they can click onto.
It's www.jamesbrownfuneraldirectors.com.
Brilliant, Emma. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.